All right. I'm not sure if this is live or not. My first time trying this. I think it is. I don't know. So today is Saturday and Build a Boat Saturday. And so, same thing, doing the last 4 frames. Just was going to set the camera up, let it run, see what we get. No editing. Real-time progress. So, if you're not in for just watching, tune in next week. But just gonna let the camera roll, see what we get. All right. So, all right. So I've drawn my frame on the table already for frame number 6 or station point 6. See, all right. There's very little angle. This is almost flat. It's 172 degrees, just very little angle there. See? Because this is towards the front of the boat, forward in the boat. So there's not a whole lot of complex curvature. It's more of a V like that than like the bilge part where the bottom gets kind of flat like that. So we go from like a flat bilge V, or really a U in the center of the boat, towards the forward of the boat, more of a V like that. And so this frame is towards the front, so that second chine is virtually non-existent. All right, so we've got that laid out on the table already. So now I'm just going to go lay out the wood and cut. So again, if you want some action, tune in next week. But I'm just going to let the camera roll, see what we get. All right. Little gloves. I've been getting splinters lately, so put my gloves on. So I'm going to start with the centerpiece, which is the chine. Then build the 2 ends. So, if you look at the dimension here, it says it's 3 foot and 1/4 inch. 3 foot and 1/4 inch. So I have to include the top dimension because you see it extends a little bit longer at the top. Usually add about 3 inches for that. So I'm going to cut a piece basically 4 foot. Well, I would cut a piece. Well, no, I'm going to cut a piece basically. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. That was the wrong piece of wood. That's not the center. The center piece is here at the chine. And it says 1 foot 11, 5/8. See that? Right here. That's the centerpiece. It's laid out on the table already. And that's a 3-inch piece. So I'm going to go to my wood stack. See what I get. Now I've got a piece of wood here that's not in the best shape. It's got a big huge gash of a knot there. It's got a chip out of it here. So I'm still going to use it. Since this centerpiece is kind of big, the average centerpiece is only 1 foot 4, something like that, towards the front. Going to use this one. My ruler. So 1 foot 11. So I'm going to cut it roughly 2 feet and like 2 inches just to make it a little bit bigger. Good position. It's in between 2 nuts. Actually, see another piece I really don't like. So I'm going to change up real quick. glasses on. Alright, so that's my good piece. Piece I don't want to use. And I'm going to bring it over, lay it on the layout table. Try to position any bad parts, you know, knots and so forth, away from where I really want to work. And then I draw the intersection line of where the different pieces of wood meet. So that's how I'm going to bisect the cuts for both pieces. So do that on both sides. There. My mark was a little bit off. I had to redo it. So it's always good to check yourself. You say cut once, measure twice. Excuse me. All right. Ooh, big difference. Weather here today is pretty nice. It's in the 60s. Well, let me say temperature-wise, it's pretty nice. Might rain a little later, but April showers bring May flowers, right? That's what we want. So, looks like this cut is 100. No. 30, 40, about 35 degrees. So I'll start my angle there. Actually, wrong side. See what we get. Now I've got these two little blocks I placed under the wood just to support the loose end. Yep, gotta cut it on the other side. I really don't like doing that. So I have to transfer my marks to the other side of the wood so that I can cut the angle from the other direction. The saw only gives you a wide angle cut, or an acute angle cut, depends on how you look at it, on one side of the wood, or one side of the gate rather. So I'm getting pretty excited. This process moves along. We're actually getting into gluing the frames up. I don't know what I'm gonna do for Mother's Day, which is next weekend. I don't know if we're gonna work or run away, because it is Mother's Day, and you know, don't know if I necessarily want to do anything on Mother's Day, but we'll see. I'll keep you abreast of what's going on next week. And again, sorry if this video is boring to you, but some people have just been asking to see work, so I want to just show you work. It's a process of slow adjustments, degree by degree, actually half a degree by half a degree. And the saw has a lock on it. When I think I've really got the cut, like I do now, I lock it, pull it back, double check, and start. Yeah, it's off a little bit, but it's got the right angle. Sorta. It's a little wide in the back. So I think we're going to adjust it by a very small amount, like 1/4 of a degree. And we're going to see what that comes up with. that'll do. So now I'll go ahead and make the cut for real. Woo! So exciting, isn't it? This is what I do when I don't have anybody to talk to at work. Looks like my blade might be off a little bit. Check it. A little bit pitched. It's all about precision. Taking your time, making it right. So in a second, I'll show you why I'm redoing this so much. I know it's not mill work, anything like that, but I just like the challenge of putting something on paper and making it in the real world. There you go. But that shit's still off. Let me show you. So, if you can see that mark at the top, that's where it needs to be. Right now, it's about a 1/16 off. But if you look at it, this wood seems to flare out that way. And I'm trying to figure out why. Because the blade is square, right? The blade is square. So maybe my wood isn't square. Yeah, the wood. What I mean by the wood isn't square, if the wood itself twists a little bit, that'll affect the angle. And what's important is to maintain the distance from there to there. That's the dimension that's on the drawing. So I'm going to leave this like it is because at the bottom it's at the true dimension. So once I put the gusset plate on these, and you'll see what that is later, you'll see how the gusset plate covers up that, then it gets sanded a little bit and made true. So leave that alone. I'll go ahead and do the next one, which is a lot easier. Much smaller angle. And I can cut it from the right side of the saw. Now what I should have did just now was copy that angle on another piece of wood before I changed it. Now I gotta go back and set my saw up again, which is a pain in the butt. That's what I get for talking to you, trying to show off. Instead of doing what I'm supposed to do. That's good. Right down the middle of the line, and this one is perfectly square. All right. So lay it down. Beautiful, beautiful. Almost want a piece of sandpaper. Sand this and down. Just gonna scratch him on his brick. And that did it. Got back to the line. Yep. Use what you got. Don't have sandpaper, use the ground. Alright, so that's that one. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the 2x4, which 4'11", so I need to get a new one. I like to cut it closer to the length before I do it. Just makes it easier. Oh Lord. Tape measure broke. 4'11". Getting close to my camera. I want to knock my camera down. Please don't fall, please don't fall, please don't fall. Alright. Perfecto. Hope my camera doesn't run out of memory before I finish. Got some videos I need to delete. Hope I have enough space to finish. This angle is very slight. I'm gonna do a test cut first. Looks pretty good. And the test cut is just a few millimeters away from the real cut, just to see how it looks on the angle. Looked a little less perfect on that one, so adjust by 1/2 degree. This will be it. That's using your noggin. So let me show you. And yeah, I know it's a little braggadocious, but if you can see that, don't know if you can. Yeah. But that's right down the middle of that line, that pencil line. Yeah, I know. I know. Again, I'm just talking to myself. Having a good old time. Whoa. That down. Sorry. Rocking the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby. Don't tip the boat over. Looks a little off just by eyeballing it. It is off. It's off a lot. So right cut, wrong angle. What could it be? I think I see what it is. I need a camera in the sky so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, I see. Not on my line over here. Yeah, I'm off. So maybe the measurement is right, but the cut, since I didn't cut it from the front side, I couldn't really see the true angle I was cutting. So I'm going to cut it reverse. So I think this is that cut. Bring it 1 degree over. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. It's about to fall. Okay, that's better. Say another degree should do it. Perfecto. it's got a slight gap in it that you couldn't quite get a credit card into, so it's less than a 32nd. So I'm going to go a half a degree more. And it really would have been fine, but what else do I have to do today? So I sit here and make my boat perfect. Besides, the smaller the gap, the less epoxy I'll have to use. Thickened epoxy, the better my joint. Perfecto now, for real. Okay. Alright. I think you've spent enough time at a far. Guess I'll try and show you what I was talking about. See, it's lined up on the line down here, and the table's a little lopsided, but you can see that seam. It's pretty good. Alright. It's been 30 minutes. Damn! Time flies. Anyway, for Mine Eye Boats, I'm going to keep cutting these frames, and without the camera, I should get them done a lot quicker. But I did want to make a video today, because it's Saturday. And as boring as this is, I hope you enjoyed it. So, from Mine Eye Boats, till next time, peace and blessings. And we'll have all the frames done, and we'll be able to start gluing these frames together, and my boat will start looking like a boat, or at least like a frame of a boat. Look like the fishbone with the ribs and all that, the carcass. So have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. Peace and blessings.